Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Broken Roads. We've gotten through most of the tutorial here and looks like it's going to start getting real. So I'm going to dispense with the accent and we'll just go with it, okay? We're going to go with it. All right, let's get going. We've got people to meet and talk to, and Alana and John and Sarah. All right. Wait, what in the world? Oh, there's a cat. Gotta pet the cat. Yep, all right. There it is. That's what we're looking for. A nice pet the cat activity. Fantastic. All right. Let's get going. All right, everybody. How's it going? She looks up from some bit of accounting or stock take. What's on your mind? So tell me about yourself. What do you make someone a good leader? What's it like running a barter crew out of Meredith? We just got here. Sure is different. A lot more competition, a lot more cross-pollination of stock. I've even seen stuff from the East Coast. Costs an arm and a leg, but we had to, and we had no hope of carrying, let alone selling that kind of stock in Brookton or Alderside. What we know about Jess? What are we doing? Maybe we don't know, because we're kind of a wonder. I don't know. Compassion. It's one of the reasons you and I get along so well. She gives you a warm smile. Just doing what I always do. She gives you a look that's meant to convey some meaning you don't quite understand. All right. Keep your compass handy. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to get lost.
What is it?
She looks at you with poorly concealed impatience. What do you think makes... Why am I worried about strength? You're about as far off the mark as possible to be with that one, mate. What are you going to do now that Brookton's gone? Same thing I've always done. Protect the people who pay us. We're not done being scouts because a place we protect got wiped off the map. Nah, hell. You got to spin it. Brookton got wiped out because we weren't there. Yeah. Should be. If they're smart and keep their heads down. We should repair the radio, but get them back on the air in case they need us. Okay. All right. Ta. Well, hello there, Mary Herrick. Welcome to the log pile. Thanks for subscribing. And the rest of you, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all of that sort of thing. We're wandering around, doing some exploring before we continue the main thread of the campaign. Oh, and gathering all the loot. Don't mind me, sir. Just gonna grab this copper wiring and this battery for no apparent reason. You are a stranger. His face is painted with dirt, accentuating his hollow cheeks and tired eyes. Name's Rich Craigie, mate. What brings you here? I'd like to see what you have in stock. Oh, he's got poop. Good. Yellow safety vest, bucket, shears, scrap. Kangaroo pelts and meat. All right. Whole bunch of strangers. Do they stop being strangers after I talk to them and they actually... talk back to me? This slim man stands surrounded by a welter of beer bottles, and he waves another one around to punctuate his words. Sounds like he's had a gutful and is worked up a head of steam. Well, who are you? And what do you want from me? You blowing in? Blowing? Yeah, you're the blowing. Mate, I've worked for Governor Smith for years. I'm good friends with the owner of this pub, and I help keep the peace in Meriden. You're some trash that blew in off the road. And I asked you if you could please politely get lost. For real. I'm drinking here. He turns away from you, his eyes scanning the beer garden for an abandoned drinks. Never mind. I'll leave you to it. Nope. Still stranger. Is it really a real RPG unless they have utterly pointless people to talk to? Just for flavor. I will take all this garbage. Thank you. It's still early enough that I can totally use the credits. Or just money. Is it dollars? What are we? They're not bottle caps. That's all I know. Oh, the Marabank. Yeah, hi. Are you a banker? Bank's closed for now, mate. Probably best if you don't loiter around. I'd hate to get you all confused. Yes, okay. All right, fine. Metaphysics of Morals. See, there's a bunch of these books running around. And they don't say what they do. It's just a book. I think I should buy one. Let's buy one. Because, hey, I've got shrooms. And a battery. Why is the battery so expensive? Do you have the money? It doesn't say how much money he has. I hope he has the money for this. Let's make a deal. Oh, a radio. Keeps in touch with civilization no matter where you are in the outback. That might be handy. Let's take that. And, lighten the load a bit. Perfect. Thank you. And now he's no longer a stranger. Okay, so sometimes talking to him fixes him and makes him not a stranger. Not all the time, though. Okay, there's the government HQ. Hold on, let me check down over here real quick. This slender, mousy-haired woman stares with venomous hatred at the shovel at her feet, nursing her hand. She's muttering to herself. Why did they put me out here? What's the point? Is this punishment for... She breaks off when she sees you. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't see you there. How may I be of assistance? These last words are bitten off and mechanical, spoken as if hated rote. Who are you? She looks at you morosely. I've been told I'm not allowed to talk to strangers, especially if they don't know who I am. Jasper says good servants don't draw attention to themselves. She doesn't turn away, though. She's obviously hoping you'll know who she is. Is your name Lisa? Oh no, look at all of the things. Is your name that one pronounced Noel but written like JKMN? She pinches the bridge of her nose. Obviously not. Lisa? Logus? Oh yeah, that's my name. And that's not my problem. Okay. This gaudily dressed gentleman clearly likes to be the center of attention, but he has a kind face and piercing eyes. His voice is like liquid gold, deep, mellow, and rich.
Hello there, strangers. My name's Adam Gold, traveling magician, accused charlatan, roving racketeur, and general entertainer. In other words, I like to tell a good story, put on a good show. I'd like to say I'm as entertaining as but a rotten egg or two will convince any sane man that his work's not everyone's cup of tea. He brushes some imaginary lint off his sleeve and finally takes a breath. But I have a trick or two that might be of interest. Step right up, as they used to say.
Can I step left up? I'll step up. I don't have time for this. I'll step up. Not being snide or sarcastic. He turns to the rest of the small crowd.
A round of applause for our brave volunteer.
Okay. Show me a trick. How and why did a stage magician come to Meriden?
Meriden's the capital of West Oz, of course. The beating economic heart, eh? There are some sizey stops east of here, sure. Southern Cross and Calgary and that lot. But for the western bit, you can't meet Meriden. I go where the money is. I'll stick around, provide some entertainment, keep the people amazed and confounded, and head out before they accuse me of witchcraft. He pauses for thought, which happens more often than I'd like, if I'm being honest.
All right, show me a trick.
I was going to wait until the crowd was a bit bigger, but all right, just for you.
He dips his hand into his coat pocket and then emerges holding a large golden coin.
Watch carefully, mate, and prepare to be amazed.
The coin dances across the knuckles of his right hand while he pulls out a handkerchief to his left. He wipes his brow theatrically as he opens his right hand and drops the coin into his palm. He closes his fist around the coin and tucks the fabric into the top of his hand. He pulls the handkerchief through his fist, shakes it loose, and opens his palm. There's no coin.
Where did it go, eh? Hang on a tick.
He reaches up behind your ear with his left and pulls the coin free.
Ta-da!
That was pretty good.
Wait till you see the next one.
All right, show me another trick.
This one will knock your socks off, guaranteed.
3 balls, watch carefully. He pulls 3 red balls from another of his voluminous pockets and begins juggling.
Stage magic is the art of misdirection. I draw your attention one place while I do the trick with another.
He starts juggling one-handed, and with his left hand reaches into his coat.
Watch this.
He throws a spray of glitter into the air, and as the red balls rise into the glitter, they vanish without a trace. He extends his arms and bows, stuffing his hands into his pockets. He sniffles a bit and dabs at his nose with the handkerchief he used in his first trick. That was amazing! He beams.
Glad you enjoyed it.
More tricks! He smiles regretfully.
You'll have to wait for the real show. I'm planning to open up after the election debate. For now, you're welcome to kick in some cash. I do need to eat, even if I am made of magic.
All right. Oh, no. Think of the exposure. No, that's garbage. You can't pay people in exposure. Maybe later I'm looking for the zero. Okay. It's $5. $5 removed.
An appreciative audience. Ta, mate. Well, I gotta keep preparing unless you need something else.
How much does a traveling magician make? About $5?
I provide laughs, mystery, and wonder. People will pay for that. Though not, he mutters darkly, as much as they should. That's where the traveling comes in. Once the town has seen enough of magic, once the wallets have run dry, it's time to move on. Give them time to forget.
All right. Anyway, we were supposed to be doing a mission. Very, very important. Hey, you, are you selling stuff?
Oh, he is selling a lot of the things.
Oh, he's got the bulletproof vests going on. Okay, I almost have enough for a bulletproof vest. A navy bulletproof vest. Oh my. 1 intelligence, 1 awareness. Oh, 1 strength. Boosts initiative by 10. Oh, those all sound great. Okay, hold on. Let's go with the awareness. Let's do that. And I already have one of these, so I don't really need another one of those. So that'll get me down to $6. Fantastic. But now I'm fully kitted out. Wonderful. Yeah, I don't know how to use this, though. In the middle of battle, I'll just open my metaphysics of morals. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. We got to meet outside the governor's HQ, which is right over here. Hey, how's it going? He and the governor sound like they're a long ways from wrapping it up. What the conversation lacks in friendliness, it more than makes up for in one-upping.
And I'm telling you, Governor Smith, if we don't retake Brookton fast, there'll be nothing left there for either of us.
She shakes her head. As I have repeatedly said, I cannot afford to spare anyone to help your rebuilding efforts at this time, no matter how big or, in your case, small, especially if the raiders are more spirited in their attacks than usual. She pauses upon seeing you, her frustration easing. That is, unless...
Fine. I'll buy. Unless what?
She looks between you and Mick. I believe your lackey here could assist me with something. With your permission, of course. Sure, Mick, and I can spare a few to see about helping you out. Sure, I'll give you a hand. Sure, but if you don't return me on time, there's a fee. Oh, I like the snark. Let's go with that. He crosses his arms, radiating stubbornness.
And I might ask why you think that, Governor?
Anyone willing to put in the hard work and earn their stripes in Meriden is a useful asset. I want to see what else he's capable of beyond his area of expertise. All right. You done buttering me up. But most importantly, you both owe me, so I don't think you're really in a position to refuse. He frowns.
Borrow away, then. Just remember there are lives at stake.
My people can help Meriden survive the next raider onslaught, provided Brookton becomes your priority. He locks his eyes with Angela. You may think you're safe behind your walls, but if you believe only one thing, believe that you are not prepared for what's headed your way. No one who hasn't seen it could be. He looks away.
And most who did see it are gone.
She gives the barest of nods. Great. I'll touch base with you later, Mick. She beckons to you. Now, let's discuss your future out of this heat. I'm ready to see what other skills you may be hiding underneath that unassuming exterior. She heads inside without waiting to see if you plan to follow. Okay. All right. Let's go talk. Ooh, it's about dark in here. Annette. All right, what's your plan? Thanks for coming, Brookton. Thanks for coming, Brookton. No need to sit. My name's not Brookton. She consciously gives you her full attention. You have a feeling this doesn't happen often to many people. As you can tell, I have a few things on my mind besides cleaning up after a town that's already been razed to the ground, so I'll make this quick. The election for the next governor of Meriden is approaching. As the incumbent, I intend to win that election and retain my position. My only competition is Malcolm Hogan, a weak-willed imbecile with a penchant for rabble-rousing. So I'm confident of my success, but I leave nothing to chance. She gestures at you. I let you cut through the red tape, keeping you out of Meriden because I see a way to solve all of our problems at the same time. All you have to do is tell the leader of each house you are under my employ to assist them however they see fit. In return, once I'm elected, I'll divert what help I can towards Brookton. Interested? She intertwines her fingers, rubbing a thumb absent-mindedly over her skin. I'd like to know more about the houses first. Sure, I'll help, but better the devil you know. Yes, give me the house information. And I'd like to let you to let me know whether you're going to help me or not before I waste any more of my time on questions any resident of Meriden is qualified to answer. Sure, I'll help. Oh, Brookton. She gives you a surprisingly charming smile. You have no idea. I'll need you to speak to Jasper of House Menzies and Jim of House Neugen. She glances at the side, and you notice a dartboard with what looks to be hand-drawn caricature in the center of it. That should be all you need. Come back when you've done your bit to assist them, and more importantly, me. All right. Okey-doke. Hold on, let me just check something. Some dreams are too wild to be tamed. Remnants of a life lived in these offices have accrued here, like driftwood along the shoreline. Look at the top shelf. There's some abandoned before currency, and a daddy longlegs that begins its tantrum dance when your breath shivers the strands of its web. A round metal sphere sits atop a stack of dusty books. The bronze coating is layered with intricate images of creatures and architecture you've never seen before. In one panel, a kaleidoscopic screen of pink and blue shimmers faintly. A reflective black rectangle about the length of your hand is perfectly centered on the aging wood. It looks like it was placed with precision, though for what purpose is unclear. What's that black thing, Angela? She looks up from her papers. It was given to me by my grandmother. She said it contained the key to unlock a man's heart. She smiles faintly. Smith women typically need no help in that regard. Can I have that black rectangle? She gives you a thin smile. Perhaps I could be persuaded to part with it. Let's find out together. Okay, I don't know why I need a black rectangle, but I want it now for some reason. Mate, how are you? I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Name's Hogan. Malcolm Hogan. You guessed it, the incomparable House Hogan. This beefy man has the air of the perpetually aggrieved. His florid face is sour and sweaty, and his waxed mustache droops in the heat. He gives the impression of holding on to some personal standard of presentation completely at odds with the environment in which he finds himself. I've got a job that needs stewing. I heard you arguing with Smith and Menzies at the gate, and you seem like a resourceful lot. But what I'm really looking for is discretion. All right, what do you want me to do? Yeah, let's just hear what he wants us to do. Well, our dear Governor, Angela, hold up something precious from that plane. Her guards drove straight to the bank, kicked everyone out, and won't let anyone in. Not even me. Whatever it is, it's important enough that she's hijacked the bank vault, stopping everyday residents from adding to or accessing their savings. As concerned bystanders, naturally it behooves us to investigate. Find out what her secret is, and when I'm elected governor, I'll see what I can do about getting your lot settled here in Meredith. He seems rushed. Do we have a deal? Yeah, we're trying to build up Brookton. He takes a moment. Sure, if I'm trying to. Maybe later. This offer's good for a limited time. Cool. All right. Oh, character sheet. Did we level up again? We did. Oh my. Okay. Affects action points, initiative, intimidation checks, and resistance to certain stamina. Yeah, let's do another intelligence. Hello? This is a very small room for such a large house. Yes, so much to count, so little time. You seem a little stressed. I'm here on Angela's behalf to help you with anything you may need. Her laugh is stilted and unpracticed. Oh, Governor Smith, you vile being. She steeples her fingers. Numbat, an indentured servant of mine, is currently reporting less than a stellar performance results in her latest job near the train carts. I wish to amend this, but I don't have the time to go around in circles with her. So I want you to motivate her by relaying this message. The principle is simple, but errors have a tendency to compound. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, okay. Cool. So you want me to go threaten her? All right, we're going to go talk to Menzies? No. What's her face? Anyway, we're going to talk to this person. Anna Neugen. She looks around at the marketplace anxiously. She spots you and puts on a tired smile. Sorry, did you need something from House Neugen? I'm Anna, Jimmy's wife. I'm here on Angela's behalf to help you with anything you may need. She peers around you, looking for something. Yes, I could use your help. Jimmy's disappeared again. I need him back at the house as soon as possible because she catches herself. Look, just find him and tell him to come home, okay, please? Okay. I appreciate your concern, but I'm not comfortable discussing that with you. All right, so we got to find Jimmy, and then we got to go over to the train yard here. So, Nunya? Are you a numbat? She smiles, but it doesn't reach her eyes. Oh, good. By Jasper rules, I'm allowed to talk to you. Yes, I'm Mia Gimmins, also known as the numbat. Like an accountant, but some clever bugger came up with a nickname for the role. Something about numbers and wombats, I'm guessing. Thinking about it makes my brain hurt. Anyway, I worked at the bank. Me and my family, we've been indentured servants and married in all my life. I was raised for the bank job, and though I'd keep doing it, and thought I'd keep doing it when I earned my freedom, but I guess that was just wishful thinking after all. She sounds incredulous, as if she can't believe the words leaving her own mouth. What are you doing here? She barks out a bitter laugh. I don't know. Digging a hole, moving coal, they didn't deign to tell me, and I've no right to ask. My parents taught me how to handle the books, and all my life I've helped keep track of everything that goes in and out of the bank. I catch cheaters, I stop fraud, I make sure all of our business keep working, but now I guess I'm shoveling crap. She rubs at her injured hand. Jasper, Menzies want me to bring an interesting message? You've been a servant all your life. How much longer do you need to earn your freedom? I reckon I only had a couple of years left, but I overheard Miss Smith and Mrs. Menzies talking. She grinds her teeth until her jaw cracks. They said it would be inconvenient for them to lose their workforce. And just as I get close to paying off my parents' debt, suddenly I'm here, doing work I'm not suited for. Miss Menzies has already said that my work ethic has stopped drastically. Her shoulders likewise droop. I tried to give her a piece of my mind, and now I'm barred from talking to her. My parents were criminals, my parents were caught, and my parents were indentured to pay back their debt to society. Better than being exiled? Maybe. All I know is I never had a chance. I was born into it. My parents, at least, taught me to do sums, and they promised I'd be able to work my way to freedom. If only they could see me now. She laughs bitterly. They genuinely believed the system was fair. Yes, all right, here's the message. She stares at you for several seconds. Miss Menzies can't even make the time to threaten me to my face. I'd quit if I was allowed, and if it wasn't punishable by, death. Well, thanks for telling me, I guess. I work so much harder now. For some reason. Numbat squints and gives you possibly the fakest smile you've ever seen. What did Jasper's message mean? Oh, just that she's threatening to apply compound interest rather than simple interest to my indentured servant debt if I don't magically get better at manual labor. Great. As if it wasn't all some big farce already. Yeah? Yeah, probably. Oh, we haven't been in here. Let's go in here. You step into what feels like a temporary lull in battle. You note a line, hand-drawn, separating one half of the room from the other. Welcome to Hunters and Collectors, mate. I'm Hunter. That bloke with the fine mustache is Carl. What can I do for you? What can we do for you? He eyes Hunter while addressing you. We've both got plenty of work for you. All you gotta do is promise you'll at least take a gander at the job board when you blow in with the dust. You got it. What's in it for me? Yeah, I prefer to spend my time with things I want to do. What's in it for me? Money for getting stuff done. Good cardio for all the running around you'll be doing, and a sweet reputation here in Meriden. Yeah, all right. Fantastic. He leans towards you. Just between you and me, my jobs are official Surveyors Guild business. Far more engaging than the mindless poaching gigs my friend there offers, but... You want mindless? Go clean one of your CDs. They scowl at each other. They break eye contact and focus back on you. Anyway, I have something you can get stuck into quick smart. He gestures to a row of hunting rifles behind him. I rent out these bad boys to help newcomers save up for their own, but some dags who call themselves the Mason Gang are avoiding me because their loan's up. I want you to head over to the Flaming Gala and bring back my guns, and the casings from any bullets they've wasted. You'll need to talk to Ian Mason and the mercs he leads. They're called Sultana Rigididge and Oki. Okay. Oh, we got 100 XP just from doing stuff. Okay. The concept of anxiety. Find Jimmy Neugen in Meriden. Yes. Nature of government. Yeah. Argument from intimidation to return to Jasper House. Yeah. Side quests. Completed quests. Failed quests. Oh, we can fail quests. Oh, no. Collect rifles from the Mason Gang in the Flaming Gala Beer Garden. Gotcha. All right. Okay, so we got a board over here. All right. Your nasty message is sent. Yes, so much to count so little time. Wasn't happy about your message. You seem a little stressed. What's an indentured servant? No, I know. She clicks her tongue, unimpressed. Numbat should be grateful I spoke to her before I laid out proper punishment. But no matter. My precious time has been recovered. Do thank Governor Smith for tasking you with checking in on me. You seem a little stressed. This isn't easy, you know. Why doesn't anyone in this town keep records of anything? Well, besides me. She shuffles some of her papers on her desk. Without any official documentation, how am I supposed to forecast whether we should raise interest rates on unindentured servant debt or lower them? People are going to be angry either way, so I need to make sure the decision is worth the time I spend defending it. What's an indentured servant? An indentured servant is someone who has committed crimes against Merredin's populace and been sentenced to pay back a specified debt through labor. I pride myself in managing the debtos, the detos, and the debts, just like my grandmother did with the initial generation of detos. What do you mean, the initial generation of detos? She looks at you thoughtfully. The first generation of detos were the people who breached Merredin's walls. We fended off the attack and took the survivors hostage. We put up notices demanding a ransom and sent our people to the closest settlements with the same information. But when it became clear no one was coming to rescue them, we put them to work. They had children, their children had children, and slowly but surely they repaid their debt to our fine society. She smiles at a fond memory. Some detos have even retained their freedom. They sent is as an inspiration to us all. No. Not an inspiration. This unkempt man is slouching next to the bar, turning his pint glass around between his hands. His eyes are rimmed with red, but he doesn't have cloying smell of other drunks. His presence gives the impression of someone unwillingly displaced. He looks up and catches your eye. Well, look who it is. Miss Smith's favorite queue jumpers. He seems to fight some internal struggle before he turns his face to you fully and holds out his hand. Connor McCabe, here from Westonia, trying to convince Merredin that maybe our town's worth saving. Mate, you sound like you know what's coming for us. Merredin has to help us. Will you stand up with me and demand to be heard? Oh, okay. I can't do this one. Oh, I can't do this one. I need to think about this. I don't know what help I can be, but I'll do what I can. No one should be in this position you're in. Yeah, that's about right. Anything you can do will be a huge help. Deeply appreciated. Okay, good. Oh, okay. We found Oki Rigidage. Hey, y'all. Hi, so...
Oi,
need the guns back.
No standing zone, mate. Move along.
Ignore him. He can't handle another dick within 2 meters radius. She tips her hat. Name's Richie Ditch. You got something to say to us? The men beside her size you up. Okay. It's very abrupt. Yeah, Hunter sent me. Your loan's up. But your loan's not up yet. Our loan's not up yet. He nudges the taller man beside him. Right, Sultana? He runs a hand along his mohawk, red bristles flicking back to attention. No. What do you mean, no? Where's the money I gave you to extend the loan?
It's here.
He produces a small bag that Ian snatches out of his hand.
Sorry.
She sighs heavily. If the loan's up, the loan's up. Come on, hand them over to our new friend here. She gives you her hunting rifle. He throws his gun on the ground. Go on, collect it. Okay, all right. Pick up the gun. Good dog. Sit, dog. He chuckles and takes a swig of his beer. Let it slide. Sultana. Okay, hand over your guns. She glares at Ian. I'll have a word with you later. He hesitates. Come on, Ray. We haven't bagged that emu yet. You promised this would be my chance. Tana, the situation's changed, all right? Anyone bags that emu instead of us will mount their head on the wall. I'll hold you to that. He drops his gun into your hands. He grins, showing a mouth littered with gold-capped chipped teeth. Gun's all yours, but I'll have the casings at the firing range. Fine, I'll tell Hunter to go get him himself then. All right. Trying to play the peacemaker route here, rather than riling people up. It's a lot of extra work. There's some casings. There's some casings. And there's some casings. Yes. Wasn't that hard, was it? You just gotta police your brass. I think you're gonna love this gig I've got for you. Putting people down like mangy dogs. Sounds exhilarating. Hunter waves him off. He leans in, excitement in his voice. We've got some mean-looking jerks trying to set up shop in Kalusia. I say forget that. We've got enough problems with the mongrels in Eridath. Don't need some people thinking they can run the block. Yeah, okay, well, let me one thing at a time. They're missing some casings. Here, I got them here for you. Good enough. Hey, we got a level and some money. Grunt work. All right, what do you got for sale? Ooh, some spears. $1,000 for a yellow hood. Keeps you safe from a mean sunburn. Boosts 20 plus critical hit chance. Oh, nice. Standard Australian Army SR-98 sniper rifle. Incredibly effective at range. Oh, this is the +1, +2, and a +3. Whoa, oh, I didn't even notice that. Well, shoot. Oh, there he is. We found him. Okay, he was just chilling. Having a great time. He tugs on the collar of his tartan shirt, whistling a slow, calming tune. He nods when he spots you. G'day. Name's Jimmy Nogan. Here to see the water tower. Anna sent me to find you. She wants you to come home. You and Anna going through a rough patch? No, I love her. I love her a lot. It's just... He sighs, pushing his hat onto his head. I want to have a baby with Anna. I want to have a lot of babies with her, but this water business just takes up all of my time. So I come up here and think. He wraps the beam of the water tower. Yep. Now, his shoulders tense and he puts a hand on his forehead. The doctor said she needs to rest. At least she didn't go scouring Meredith herself. He gives you a weak smile. Cheers. I'll go see her soon. Ma'am, he's over by his water tower course. Of course. Thank you for finding him. I'm glad Angela sent you to my way. All right. We've completed the fetch quest. Well, it wasn't a fetch quest, but you understand. All right, Angela. She pauses, giving the impression of a machine interrupted mid-task. You look like you have something urgent on your mind. What is it? We finished helping the houses Menzies and Neugen. She nods in approval. Fantastic. I've already heard whispers of wondrous praise from the people of Meriden. I'm hopeful this will guarantee my position as governor. Tell Mick that if all goes well, Brookton will be made my first priority after the election. You'll join me at the Flaming Gala for the debate then? There's no hint of a question in her voice. If you really intend to pursue a partnership with Meriden, or a permanent place here, you'd do well to see what it takes to maintain equilibrium in the shifting sands of public opinion. I guarantee it's more than your Mick Jones has ever had to face. Until then... He's in the middle of an impassioned plea. It doesn't seem to be going well. Westonia itself is at stake. We need Meriden's help right now, or everyone here will die. As one of our closest allies in trade, of course we don't want Westonia to fall. But you requested we send over 100 people to follow you into the flames. It's just not feasible. Even Malcolm would have difficulty justifying such a preposterous ask, especially when it would leave Meriden practically defenseless. Practically defenseless? I don't know what city Governor Smith is living in, but we here in Meriden know how to hold our own. A chorus of ragged cheers rises from the assembled crowd. If I was in charge, we'd send 200 people to help Westonia. And you wouldn't hear me one. About a lack of manpower, well, those poor starving wretches are huddled outside our walls, begging for a chance to prove themselves. I'd let them in. She stares daggers at Hogan. Malcolm, do you think I enjoy turning people away? Do you think I do it for fun? She gives the crowd her best. Can you believe this look? I keep others out so that our community remains fed and safe, so you can keep your cushy home. She turns to Connor. I regret the situation we both find ourselves in. Deeply, I do. But if Meriden offers aid, any at all, you have to meet me halfway here. Angela, I can't. He massages his temples. When he speaks, it's with a sense of wonder. I can't believe I wasted all this time away from my home, my family, all to try to get help from the saddest sex in the West Arms. He laughs weakly and spots you in the crowd. You see my side, don't you? You lost everything to those raiders. Help these so-called leaders to understand. I think you should head home, mate. Salute him with your beer, but otherwise do nothing. Appeal to Angela. He's right. His home is going to be destroyed. Can't you do something for him? What kind of influence do you think I have, mate? Don't look at me. I mean, yes, I understand where he's coming from. He wants to defend his home. But I also understand where she's coming from. She wants to defend her home. I think you should head home, mate. Make sure you have enough time to get your family somewhere safe. He laughs, a sound eerily close to hysteria.
You don't get it either.
All of Westonia is my family. She sighed, her gaze softening in a manner that seems oddly rehearsed. What if the same people who are threatening Westonia see we've pulled the guard from our walls and attack us instead? I have to do what's right for Meriden.
I say we can help our Estonian friends, not by pulling our guards from the walls in an untenable defense, but by bringing Westonia's people inside our walls.
He holds up a hand to forestall the muttering of the crowd.
We can't do it for free, but perhaps if they'd agreed to a period of indentured servitude, like many of our own fine townsfolk have done, we could see our way to food and board for their people.
Yeah, okay, I like this voice a lot better for this character. He turns to Connor.
We can draw up contracts in the morning. Help us help you.
He stares at Hogan for a moment, then looks around at the rest of the crowd.
I can't believe this.
He takes a step back.
You enslave the unborn children of people who owe you a debt, and you want us to opt in? That's your offer of help?
Hogan's face goes red, but his rebuttal is interrupted. You open your mouth.
You open your mouth and I'll deck you.
Deck you? Needed interpretation?
He looks at you with a mixture of rage and pain. You made me think there were decent people in this town, people who would listen to reason. Our tragedies are a sport to them, something they can play off against each other to score points. His laugh is strangled. You're as in trouble as I am, mate.
Leave Westonia, but don't sacrifice your dignity by becoming deados. Better to scavenge in the waste than suffocate here. If it'll help, Brookton will step aside and give you our place here in Meriden. Oh my, there's so many options. And so many that I cannot take. A step aside, give you your place here in Meriden. I mean, I don't think I have the authority to say this.
Are you?
He shakes his head in disbelief. Are you kidding me? Spouting off about our dignity when we're safe behind these walls, when you're safe behind these walls, but not lifting a finger to help us out? I mean, you got yours. But forget the rest, right? He looks between you and Mick and sneers. I see how it is. Garbage. He tries for joviality and fails.
I wouldn't call working to pay off your debts suffocating. Are you really willing to give up on that great opportunity on the future for your people because some jerk from beyond the black stump thinks dignity is worth more than your life?
His laughter hurts your ears. So we're stuck between idealists who think death is freedom from tyranny and money-grubbing jerks who want to profit off our misery. 100 years of mutual assistance pissed away in 10 seconds. He clenches his fists. Your city's going to burn, and you'll have no one but yourselves to blame. I'm willing to hear your insults, but I won't let you threaten Meriden. She raises her hand and her guards step forward. Are you serious? You're going to have him arrested because he didn't like the terms you offered? This will definitely win you the election. People love a ruler who uses force to get their way. Yeah, this one. She plays up her shock. What kind of a person do you think I am? No, I'm just having him removed until he can calm down. Guards, please escort the Westonian elsewhere. He's free to leave the city or find a gutter to pass out in, as long as it's not anywhere near me. The fight is all but left him, but he still mutters the energy to laugh. Heard a lot about Meriden as a kid, you know. How it was this big, safe place where kids could run for ages and never reach the other side of town. He chuckles. But now I see Meriden for what it really is. A breeding ground for the most heartless, gutless wonders I've ever had the misfortune to meet. He gestures at the crowd, his face a rictus grin. What, rictus didn't get a descriptor? But decked did? One day I hope you're in my shoes. Watching a bunch of show ponies needed to be explained? Parade around the yard while everything you care about burns to the ground. He looks around, making eye contact with as many people as he can. And when you are, I'll laugh. I will laugh forever. Her shoulders visibly relax once Connor's out of sight. She addresses the crowd. I'm sorry you all had to see that. In future, I'll encourage Mr. McCrab to bring his complaints to me in private. She claps her hands, jerking a couple of the more sudden drunks awake. Now, let's have give the people what they want. Malcolm, would you like to select the topic, or would you prefer first right of rebuttal? Topic? He points in the direction Connor was led his lips